I have some interesting data for everyone to look at. Let's check it out. This is the first 21 days of 2026, and what we're looking at is new unit launches compared to 2025. So the same time period, the first 21 days in 2025 compared to 2026. And the one thing that you should see that immediately jumps out at you is that it is 42% lower. I wonder why that is. Anyway, but this context is actually important, because what does it mean? It means a couple of things. One is land prices are still very expensive within Dubai, meaning developers are having to cash out premiums to acquire that land. And Dubai's land space is fast selling out. And when it comes to viable plots to buy into for those developers, it's also increasingly difficult to acquire now. You can imagine the bidding wars that's going on behind the scenes. And development is going to be a lot more tighter now, and the feasibility studies are also going to be a lot more challenging as well in this area. So what does this mean? What does this mean for the average buyer that's buying into this? It's 2026 could be the year that, I know everyone keeps saying there's an oversupply issue, but it doesn't look like there's an oversupply issue when you look at the graph here. I mean, 42%, that's almost half. That's almost 50%, like half of new unit sales are down. So we have to take this into consideration for the consequences of what that means to us, the people that are in this market, in this, I was going to say stock market, but I was going to say this market for real estate. If the supply is down and demand is high, we know Dubai has a huge demand for for people wanting to come here and live here. If that is the case and there's less supply coming through, what does that mean that's going to happen to the property prices? It's very simple. Property prices will go up. That's what this means right now. If this trend is to continue, and this trend is going to stay consistent throughout 2026, this will be the inevitable outcome, that we're going to see property prices going up, demand increasing, it'll be more difficult to acquire properties, and the land value will most likely to keep going up. What if this isn't true? What if that this is just the first 21 days, it's not a real signal of what's going on here, it's not, it's too, I'm making a knee-jerk reaction here based on the data. I'm not saying this is going to be the case. I'm saying this is a potential signal of what's about to come, because Dubai cannot keep having elevated levels of supply as we had in 2025. There needs to be a correction in a certain area or segment of the market to correct the entire the entire market. That doesn't mean all the time we say 2 beds, 3 beds, 4 beds, that there could be a correction there. It could be the case that the correction has to be done in the supply space. And this could be one of those early signals that we are witnessing right now. And another thing to notice here is that the graph is, you can see that 2024 and 2025, the launches that were happening. So you can clearly see here, these were very peak years. These were very big years. And 2023 was, 2022, these were the years when we just emerged from COVID. And 2024 was the rebound year. This was the year when Dubai really started absorbing the capital inflows, and the new launches were absorbing that, okay? 2025, I called it the year of expansion, but I know the graph doesn't show it, but it was the year of expansion. If we zoom out the data a little bit more, include more data, it's a little bit more bigger. But 2026, as it stands right now, 42% less, could be an early signal here. Again, land prices are elevated in Dubai. They are extremely pricey. Does that mean this is a full year trajectory that we're about to see? We don't know. However, if this remains the case for another 40 days, and maybe another 60 days, end of Q1, then yes, this will become a signal, becoming a constant for the rest of the year. This is my prediction. This is what I believe is going to happen. But this is a real signal that we're witnessing right now. The graph is very clear. You can see from the numbers, supply of new launches are down. Could that mean that the entire real estate market, the people that participate in this market, that they're tired, they're not aware of all the launches, they're overwhelmed with the amount of brand new launches which are happening. I remember in 2025 there was a launch happening, 2 launches, 3 launches happening every day. That's how much traffic there was in this space. I've never seen it that busy before. 2025 was a peak year. But can this be the same case for 2026? I find it very difficult. It's going to be extremely challenging for this momentum to carry over. And remember, there are other variables that we need to consider. We also have GCC countries that are entering this space, and we also have other Emirates. They're also looking to play into this market space. So you have to invest wisely. You have to invest in the right areas at the right time. But what this graph currently shows is just an early signal, and we should be watching the signal extremely carefully. This is not a warning. I'm not scaring anyone. I'm just simply giving my analysis of what I'm seeing right now on the screen. It's almost half, it's almost 50% out. To me, supply is lower. That means that the residential prices will start to go back up because demand is there, and the demand has always been there. And what we're going to see now going forward is that these off-plan units that have been getting constructed for the last couple of years, they'll start to get handed over to who? To the secondary buyers. And the secondary buyers are the people that live here, and they will have to go and buy this off the people that bought it off plan and buy it on a mortgage. So mortgages are going to go up. The mortgage market will become very, very healthy, and people will be buying into this in lots and lots. And I believe this is the trend going forward. So guys, that's it for today's video. Please leave a comment down below as to what you see reading from this graph. I'm interested to hear your thoughts and your opinions. Please comment down below. It's an extremely important graph to read into. What have I missed? Please write it down. I'd like to hear your thoughts and ideas on this. Don't forget to share the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon so you're notified of my videos that I'm publishing on a daily and weekly basis. And don't forget, if you're looking to invest in Dubai or another Emirate, my WhatsApp details are in the link in the description below. And don't forget to join my thriving WhatsApp community, which contains real estate brokers and investors everyone internationally that's participating and having a healthy conversation about the real estate market in the Emirates. So if you want to be part of it, the link is in the description below to contact me and to join that WhatsApp group. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching.